Hi everyone, it's Megan, your eating psychology coach, and today is my preparation day for an experimental 1-week diet I'm doing, an elimination diet based on Mark Hyman's The Ultrasimple diet. And I picked this one to start because it's nice and short, and it's not necessarily meant to be a weight loss diet. I'm not doing it as a weight loss diet, but it can be great for people who want to find out what food allergies or food sensitivities they might have, or as a way to kind of reset and kind of detox your system a little bit. So I've actually been preparing for 1 week before, which he wants you to do in the book. So I've been cutting out caffeine, which has been really tough. I never thought I could actually cut out my morning coffee that I love so much, but I did it, and I actually feel great without any caffeine. At first, I did have a little headache the first few days, but now I'm feeling good. And I've also been cutting out the added sugars, refined flours, and processed foods just to kind of get my system used to what I'm about to do with the elimination diet. And what it does is it cuts out a lot of the major common food allergens. So some of the main common ones are wheat, dairy, corn. This one also cuts out eggs and citrus fruits, which can be a problem for many people. One more thing, what they recommend in the diet is taking a vitamin C, a buffered vitamin C for the first preparation week to help with caffeine withdrawal. So I'm actually going to also list some people who may not want to take that vitamin C in such high doses and the actual dose I'm taking in my blog, so make sure you check that out. But I will keep you posted when I come back from my shopping trip. I went to the store and got all the stuff I need to start making a vegetable broth, a mineral broth I'll be having for the week. And all the stuff that's in it is all this lovely stuff right here. So lots of vegetables, and also there's this seaweed, nori. This is the kind you would make with like sushi. And it's basically gonna seep into the broth and give it a nice big heap of minerals, and they're super good for hormone support and also helping with cholesterol. So yeah, it's gonna be a really healthy mineral broth by the time I'm done, but I have to somehow fit all these veggies into this one pot here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I am finished prepping the veggies for the broth and managed to make it into 2 pots. And it smells a lot like the ocean. Doesn't look quite as appetizing as I thought it would, but I think that's from the seaweed, just how it looks like when it's in the ocean. So I'm gonna let that simmer for about an hour, and hopefully it tastes better than it looks. And I only left, look, 2 carrots and 1 onion. All right, the broth is finally done, and it's purple. That's from the radishes, and I used purple kale, and the seaweed made it darker too. But it's all strained, and I tasted it. It's not too bad. So I just wanted to give you a little more overview of why I'm doing this experimental 1-week diet. One of the reasons is because I've just been feeling a little tired and sluggish lately, and just feeling a little bit of brain fog, so wanted to see if this would make a difference. Also just wanted to, kind of show what it was like for you guys, in case any of you are wondering what it would be like, or if you're interested in doing some sort of elimination diet. The other thing is I'm already gluten-free in my regular diet, so this also has you cut out gluten, but the reason I am is because I found out I have a sensitivity to it. So right now I'm drinking my hot water with lemon. I already did some of the yoga. It really recommends you do some yoga and walking every day. And I normally do a little more high intensity exercises, but I'm just gonna do what it recommends for the whole experience, just get the whole thing. It also has you do some journaling exercises, which I just did. And if you want a step-by-step guide as you're doing this, it actually has a free online companion guide that you can follow. So I will link to that in my blog. Cheers. I really wish I had coffee right now. It's the morning of my 3rd day and I'm just tired. My brain isn't quite working well. Even my cat wants coffee. So it's the beginning of day 5 and I'm feeling really good. And yesterday, all of day 4, I felt awesome. Today, I'm not craving coffee and I even woke up out of bed right away. I didn't even want to sleep in or, press the snooze button or anything. So far it's feeling good. I made it through. This is the last day of the elimination challenge, day 7. And I feel great overall. I have so much energy, and even though I'm not having any caffeine, I feel like I'm more awake than I am when I normally have caffeine, which I find really interesting because I love coffee, so I'm gonna have to see how I can maybe work that in now and then, and maybe not rely on it so much. So I do have to admit that last night I did break the challenge a little bit because I had some wine, but only because my friend does a yoga class and then a wine tasting after, and she's been doing that for a while. Maybe the past year I've been going, but this is the last time she's doing it. And she's moving, so I wanted to see her, I wanted to go, and it's really something that just feels nourishing to the soul. And I think it's important to still make sure we have those things and not miss out just because we're really rigid with our diet or anything like that. So it worked out fine. I just went back to the diet the next day. That night too, because all I just had was the wine. So it worked out. And the only thing I noticed, my digestion overall was better. I was much less bloated, but I noticed that some of the days I did have kind of some cramping and some digestive issues, but I think it was because I had a lot of fat that day and it might have been too much for my system to handle. But I'm gonna be going over all the details more in my blog at meganhelbig.com, so you can check out that. So thank you for watching. It's been fun.